Let me first thank Samantha and Don for being here, and as Senator Dodd said, having the courage to come forward. I know from my experience that it takes courage to step forward, not only to confront a big institution like American Express, but to talk about one's personal story. And I want to thank Senator Dodd for his leadership. He has been on this issue, not just this year, this month, today, but over a period of years, and he's worked with the attorneys general around the country, with me in particular, on giving this issue a human face and a human voice, because its impact is so dramatically human. And I'm so glad that we're here on a college campus, because these credit card issues so directly and dramatically affect our young people. Students are emerging mired in credit card debt today because of the marketing practices of these companies. And I proposed a bill this session that would restrict some of those marketing practices. For example, to prevent colleges or universities in the state of Connecticut from selling names and addresses of their own students to credit card companies. Believe it or not, colleges and universities in Connecticut sell your names and addresses to credit card companies so they can market to students. And that practice, in my view, should be stopped, and I want to thank Trinity for giving us this forum, because it is so appropriate. Many of these terms, universal default, double cycle billing, retroactive rate increases, they're all terms that go over the heads of most Americans. What hits home is literally when people's homes are tied to their credit card debt. And the most frightening phenomenon in America today is the increasing link between home mortgages and credit card debt. People are using credit cards to pay their mortgages. And as they fail and go into default or delinquency on their mortgages, and their rates on credit cards are increased, they face financial ruin, more serious and more prompt than they would have otherwise. So the kinds of reforms that Senator Dodd is discussing and advocating go to the heart, the very core of the health of our entire financial system. We are not going to survive as a nation founded on free enterprise if we continue to have these abuses. And one of the most salient points he has made is that this supposed dichotomy between free enterprise or business health and consumer protection is a false dichotomy. In fact, for 20 years I've been saying that consumer protection builds stronger, better, more successful businesses, and that the ethos of consumer protection, when built into businesses, makes them thrive. And I think every one of the provisions of this bill, full disclosure, clear terms, no retroactive increases, no defaults imposed after bills are paid. All of these principles are simply a matter of fairness and equity, as well as good business practice. Let me just say in conclusion, just a matter of a few days ago, 50 attorneys general, very unusual to have 50 attorneys general do anything together. We're a pretty diverse bunch. All 50 attorneys general joined a letter which Connecticut helped to lead, asking the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency to eliminate a rule, reverse a policy that has stopped states from enforcing our own consumer protection laws. Our Fair Lending Act, our consumer protection statutes are preempted by federal law according to the OCC, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. We have sued the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, unfortunately, unsuccessfully. New York and Connecticut helped to lead that effort. We don't win every lawsuit, but we can win this fight if the new administration reverses that preemption policy. Preemption is a long word for the federal government's policy that is basically, we have all the power, you have none, and we're not going to use it to protect anyone. That's been the previous administration's policy. What we're saying to the administration and the federal government is lead, follow, or get out of the way. And my hope is we will see a new policy from this new administration giving states the authority that we need to protect our consumers like Samantha and Don. And again, I just want to thank Senator Dodd for being such a powerful, articulate champion of this cause, because we need that kind of advocacy in our United States Congress. And thank also Tom Swan, who has been tireless and relentless in this cause as well. So thank you very much.